Ah, yes. Take me to the river, all right. That's for sure. And joining us in the studio right now are Maddie Davis. Hi, Maddie.
Hi there, Steve. How's it going?
Well,
Good.
much better now that the two of you are here, and we can get on with talking about everything you ever wanted to know about the Yuba River Cleanup. And I'm Dan Elkin. Welcome as well.
Hi, Steve.
And you folks have a common word in your titles, engagement.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Now, how did that come about?
Ooh, well, that's what we're all about at Circle. We just love talking with people, getting folks engaged in our events, and just overall learning more about the Yuba River watershed.
Yeah, we're a community organization, and a community organization's all about engagement, that's for sure.
Uniting the people.
Yeah. I just moved the mic up there a little bit for you, Dan. Oh, our listeners are used to funny sounds. So, well, maybe we should talk to Dan a little bit about when this is happening and how folks can get involved, because I'm guessing that neither of you were here for the very first one, unless you were growing up here.
Well, I've been here for about 25 years, so
almost made it.
Yeah, almost made it. Yeah.
And I was, I think, about 9 months old when the first one took place. So I was not here, but so glad to be a part of it now. Yeah, and it will be taking place this year on Saturday, September 26th. So we're September 23rd, excuse me. Yeah. And we're really excited to have this one take place at over 30 sites throughout the Yuba River watershed. So some of our most well-loved, well-tread sites like Bridgeport and Highway 49, but also some more less well-known sites like the newly opened Wildflower Ridge Preserve that Bear Yuba Land Trust will be partnering with us on. So excited to be out there cleaning up so many different places, over 80 miles of watershed.
Yeah, that's it's a real achievement what has been done here by Circle. I remember when the legislature and approved wild and scenic status for the Yuba River in this area. Yeah. And I remember people saying, well, I guess that's the end of Circle. And little did they know it was the beginning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, we've been around for 40 years now, and ever since we got the wild and scenic designation, we've been working on restoring all the damage that has been done historically through mining and overgrazing and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
And there really is sad to see some of the stuff and the results of it,
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, it is just absolutely amazing and just makes your heart go pity pat. At least mine does when I think about or see these hundreds of volunteers going out and making and taking what out of where.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, yes. Yeah, this year we have another ambitious goal. We're hoping for between 650 to 800 volunteers, and that includes roles like taking photographs at each of the sites to make sure we're really clearly exemplifying the work that we're doing, but also we just need those hands to help clean out all of this trash. Last year we cleaned out over 10,000 pounds of trash from the watershed. I think it's been over 135 total tons that we've removed over the last 25 years. So we need as many people as possible to make this happen.
Yet we still have people using the river and the rocks and what have you you come in, you leave it, and you go.
Yeah, we've had a real increase in visitorship at the river these last few years, especially after COVID started, and most people come with best intentions, right? And either through ignorance or negligence, sometimes they leave stuff behind. And it's unfortunate that we have to be out there and cleaning stuff up. So not only are we cleaning stuff up, but we're also trying to really educate people to pack it in and pack it out when they come to the river to recreate. So we don't have to do a cleanup. Definitely. It's always clean.
And, I think, I know we had maybe one or two drownings during that very long period when the river literally had to be closed to people, and and of course some people just say, I can swim really good. Well,
Right.
that maybe you can, but you can't.
Yeah. I mean, it was the
And
flows
in
were
that
high.
temperature
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Certainly, yes.
And we were so worried that we were going to end up with I hate to say it, but a larger toll.
Yes. Yeah. Thankfully, we had
Actually, I love to say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Thank goodness that it wasn't larger. And we're so grateful for all of the first responders who we worked with who at the Yuba River Public Safety Cohort who've been helping with messaging proactively. And that's been a lot of our goal this year is participating in that work to make sure we're getting the word out as far and wide as possible that, it wasn't safe to be swimming during the early months in the summer. And we did see a bit of a drop in visitorship related to that messaging. I think that was best for people's safety this year, and I'm glad that it seemed to have made an impact.
Yeah, we've received phone calls here from people saying, don't tell people about the river.
Yeah. It wasn't unprecedented, but it was amazing to watch the amount of water coming down the mountain this year.
Certainly.
Well, we certainly told them about the river this year, but I was also.
Oh, you're talking about it just in general,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't let the
no,
secret get out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the secret's
We've
out
gotta-
there.
Yeah, and it is a state park, so I mean,
Yes.
there's only so much the locals can do about that. Right?
And we
Yeah.
want this public space to be enjoyed by as many people as possible. So that's why this year we're really going with that message of the Yuba welcomes everyone. We want folks to feel that they can enjoy this beautiful public space as much as whether they be visitors or locals.
Yeah, and I think, and actually, I mean, I was just saying when I was talking about that, we actually talked the heck out of the river this year about not going in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because until it was absolutely safe again. I guess we can put it sort of in that safe category now.
Yeah.
But still.
But it's a river, right? So people just always need to be aware of what they're doing. A lot of the rocks has shifted this year, so their favorite swimming holes are no longer the same as they've always been. And it's a live beast, the river.
Yes.
So people just need to be aware when they go there.
And that's something we've been working on with our proactive public education program, the River Ambassador program, and that's partially funded by state parks. And we appreciate that collaboration in order to make sure that folks are packing it in, packing it out, trying to, make sure that the cleanup we don't have to clean up as much trash each year, but also that folks know how to stay safe when they're there and know how to be a great river steward on their trip.
Wouldn't that be the moment the two of you have been waiting for? Is everybody goes out on the cleanup day and there's nothing to clean up?
That would be
Certainly, yes.
A lot more time to party.
That's right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of partying, actually, after our river cleanup, which goes from 9 to 12, we're having a volunteer appreciation party at Pioneer Park on the 23rd, which will go from 12 to 3. Anyone who signs up to clean up before the 15th gets a free lunch. We'll have music and food and just a great time bringing the community together in celebration.
And that would be September 15th.
September 23rd. Yeah.
No, I mean 15th to sign up.
Oh,
yes.
yes. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Just trying to keep everything in order.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Keeping us in line.
And I think I really think that. Can you describe a little bit about what it's like to go down and that and I know there used to be somebody over there that was keeping a list of the strangest things that they found.
Yes, we love to do that. There are lots of strange things found. I think last year we found a lot of auto parts and, different kind of vintage toys and things that, must have been in the watershed for a really long time. So it's kind of living history of what gets left behind. But what folks can expect when they go out, they can sign up at our website to register to volunteer, which is Yuba River yubariver.org. And then they'll receive all kinds of emails to make sure that they know exactly where to go and any updates or information before we get started. And once they actually get to their river crossing, there will be a site leader there to help them through the process, provide a safety discussion, and provide materials, trash bags, litter getters, and buckets. And then they'll get started. They can clean up all kinds of trash, whether that's micro trash or larger pieces of trash that we need lots of people to haul out all together. And then at the end of it, we just hope that everyone has some fun too, you know, really enjoying the process of picking it up and seeing that direct action immediately of, wow, this crossing is already cleaner after just a couple of hours of cleaning, and then head over to the party and come dance it up, eat some good food, and celebrate our victories.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things too. Like you just said, when you get there, when somebody gets out of their car, they go like, "Well, what do I do next?" And it's ask her.
Definitely. Oh, and another fun part of the cleanup too is we do take data about all of the trash that we're picking up. So we like to know how many cigarette butts did we actually collect this year, or how many pieces of plastic. And that does inform some of our grant writing. It informs the California Coastal Commission and what they prepare to expect in future years. And I've recently learned actually that this is the largest volunteer event in the country. So a single day volunteer event. This is the biggest one. Really excited to participate in that again this year.
I hate to hear that people are still, throwing their cigarette butts down.
Yeah. I know.
Because, some of them may not be out.
Yeah.
Right.
And that could cause some major problems, because the one thing that I think everybody is very fearful here is that there will be a big fire coming out of that canyon, because when that happens, things can really, really, really change.
Oh, yeah. Our messaging right now is fire safety. We're in that season, that's for sure. And
I don't remember the name of the fire, but it was a few years ago now. It might have been, but I remember that after this happened, I think maybe in the fall, later in the fall, that there was a meeting at the Nevada Theater, and one of the fire officials there said something like, if we hadn't gotten there within 5 minutes, Nevada City would be gone.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a major, major concern. Absolutely.
And that reality is definitely something we understand that folks are concerned about, and doing the best that we can to be, again, proactive stewards of the river and this watershed, and make sure that folks feel that, we have a part that we can play, and that's, not throwing lit cigarettes out the window, and anything else we can do to support fire safety.
Yeah, and when the fire official said that, and in front of an audience that's pretty tough as nails about how they want to make sure that that there aren't fires, the gas that there were in the audience at that point, just like it was almost transformative, I think, for people realizing it still could happen, and it could happen fast.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, it's my good friend, Potential Spam.
Yeah, what were his parents thinking when they named him that?
But, what else have you folks got going at Circle these days that maybe the public should know about?
Actually, on this Wednesday, we're doing a public outreach meeting. We're doing a pilot program, ultimately with the goal of reintroducing salmon into the North Yuba. So we're going to be putting in some rotary screw traps in the North Yuba, which pose a safety hazard. So we're doing a public outreach meeting at the Madeline Helling Library this Wednesday. I'm thinking it's at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact time. And talk about the program as well as the safety around RSTs. We're also doing a ton of restoration work down in the lower Yuba, up in the meadows, up at Van Norden, as well as we're a partner in the North Yuba Forest Partnership, which is going to begin doing a ton of forest thinning and prescribed burns up around the Downeyville area coming up in a couple of months. So we'll be getting the word out about that as well.
Yeah, and this is pretty exciting that that the salmon are going to come back up again.
Well, that's the hope, right?
That's the hope. Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah,
Yeah.
and and if and when that occurs, and hopefully it will, that will be quite the sight, and that will be quite larger smiles on the face of anybody that's a member of Circle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because of the difference that Circle, I think that Circle made in not necessarily being in control of the situation, but made it to bring it to the attention of government officials and that sort of thing, and ultimately getting something going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was just, it wasn't what it should be, but it is still a step forward.
Yeah.
Just not
Certainly.
quite as large a leap as it might have been.
Right.
So,
That actually really ties well into our message with the cleanup too, that small actions can make a big impact, and just even something as meaningful as taking one small piece of plastic out of the away from the river can really make a larger impact. So excited for that.
because this is one of the things that's really important. That's really important is for to make that progress, to bring the salmon back. Hopefully, and all that sort of thing. It would be nice to see if there could be maybe a dam that goes missing or something. But
Well, it's always part of the conversation.
because that's something that would be kind of try to get it back to a little bit more of the way it was.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But
Circle's goal ultimately is volitional fish passage. That's harder to say than I thought it was. From the delta all the way back up into the mountains.
That's very good.
Yeah.
And I think that's just something that's so special, and it just means a lot to so many people.
Oh, yeah. Be a much healthier ecosystem.
I mean, I think an awful lot of people moved here because of the South Yuba River. I mean, I think that's pretty duh, but still, it's the real truth.
Yeah.
And a lot of people moved here because they were this is going to be a great place to go, and it isn't so great when you're a half a foot from each other, as it was when you were 50 feet from each other, as it were.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot more people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there are still places all along the river that you can find, a little quiet, peace.
Yeah, hidden gems everywhere.
Yeah, and I just think that that this is just it's just been a wonderful thing for so many years, and to think that it's at number 26 this time, and I think maybe you ended up having to skip a one or two, or maybe not.
We ended up shifting to a self-guided format during
That's
2020, and 2021 also had that, as well as 2022. But in 2021, we brought back the community-wide day, and this will be the first year we've had a party since 2019, I believe. So, looking forward to that celebration all together after the event. But we've still cleaned up a pretty incredible amount of trash over the last 3 years. So I'm proud of the community for that work we've done.
Okay, all right. What do the two of you look forward? Well, I'll ask you first. What do you look forward to Circle accomplishing in the next few years?
Wow, what a fun question. I mean, there's so much I think that can
You have
be
a new
done.
general manager.
This is
Or,
true.
executive director.
We do have a new executive director, Aaron Zettler-Mann. Really excited that he's on board and hopeful that his vision can just keep expanding the work that we've already been doing. And I think that I would love to see progress on our amazing restoration projects, that are already in place, and hope that we can just engage even more people than we already have and keep extending our reach beyond not just Nevada County, but out into Placer, Sierra, Yuba counties, and engage folks in this work because we're all a part of the Yuba River watershed and the Bear River watershed. And we're just trying to keep these rivers healthy, clean, safe, and make it a great place for the whole community to unite. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
And you're not, of course.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't have anything left to say. Maddie said it all. Yeah, I mean, as long as, we are, our mission is to unite the community to protect and preserve the Yuba watershed. And we always hope that we can be at the table for all the decisions that are being made about the watershed and have a voice for the community in terms of what we would like to see happen.
Okay. And since I didn't give them, I'll let you, each of you, tell our audience what your official title is.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm Maddie Davis, and my official title is the Community Engagement Manager.
And I'm Daniel Elkin. I'm the Communications and Engagement Director at Circle.
All right. Engagement, and much more.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
indeed.
want to thank you so much for coming by here today.
Yeah.
Do you have any final thoughts?
Thank you so much for having us, Steve. Really great to be here and chat with you. I would just encourage folks, if they have any questions or want to learn more, go ahead and check out yubariver.org to sign up and get involved. And feel free to call our office as well, which is 530-265-5961.
All right. And Dan, anything?
Again, Maddie, you said it all.
All right. Dan Elkin and Maddie Davis, want to thank you very much for spending time with us here this morning and talking about the next Great Yuba River cleanup.
Yeah, hope
Thank
to see
you.
everyone on the 23rd.
The copyrighted the copyrighted thing that Circle started.
Yeah.
And what an amazing idea that was, and just look at how it has grown, matured, and how it is still damn important.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And whenever I think of Circle, I always think of the same song. Why don't we just hear it again? And John Watson is next with South of the Border, and then Felton Pruitt and Fat Radio coming your way at noon, and Mark Leviton at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And let's see, I better see which week it is at 4 o'clock this afternoon. That would be Greg Jewett himself. KVMR Evening News coming your way at 6 p.m. tonight. And Democracy Now! At 7.